All right, Tom. 3 games in 5 days. Sort of clearly took its toll there at the end. Just kind of walk us through the last week.
Yeah, we opened up with Oklahoma Baptist, got a win on Tuesday at home, and then had Dallas Baptist come in, and it was a hard-fought win. And then on Saturday, Dallas Baptist ended our streak of consecutive wins and consecutive home wins. So it was a tough one for us to swallow. I think our guys were pretty down about it. I know I was pretty down about it. It was something that, when you have a nice lead like we had, we just got a little bit complacent. We took some early shots, and that allowed them to get back in the game, and all of a sudden it was down to 10 points. We had it up to 20, it was down to 10 points, and all of a sudden we got a basketball game. And they're a very good team. All 5 guys can shoot it, as you saw Saturday, and they've got a good big kid. Point guard is very good, and then they've got Chandler Jacobs, who's one of the best, if not the best player in the conference.
45 games straight is a pretty big deal regardless. What was your message to the guys? Obviously all win streaks come to an end at some point.
They do. All win streaks do come to an end, and we've got a couple guys that haven't won a lot of games on our team. Calvin Fugit played at International last year. I think they won 2 or 3 games, and Hugo played at Kennesaw State for the last 2 years, and I think he won 3 games in 2 years. And we're gonna have a talk again today with them, but I don't want those guys to get used to losing, and I don't want to have that mentality on our team. I don't think we'll have that. It was just one of those games where we didn't manage the clock very well, and that's on me as well as the players. But it's something that I wish we would have had that November and October. But everybody was missing it, and it was we just made some really bad decisions that got us into a situation where now Dallas Baptist can win that basketball game, and it was a tough one again, and they'll be a tough out for whoever they're playing in the conference tournament and in the region.
You mentioned 3 games in 5 days. Obviously, you had that big lead. Did fatigue play any kind of part in that? Did the guys start getting a little tired?
I think it did. I think fatigue played a part, and then it's also we just don't have a lot of our bench right now. We're going to really look at some guys today and tomorrow, and some more guys are going to get some minutes, and they're going to have to prove themselves. We're going to go a little bit deeper, I think, and we've got to have Quay and JoJo really fresh at the end of the game. But a lot of teams focus on those 2 guys, and when they do that, other guys have got open looks, open shots, and we've got to execute a little bit better. And I think sometimes we took a shot where we actually bobbled the ball and then shot it. That's not characteristic of what we do, and it's something that we'll talk about that in film, and we'll talk about it on the court, and we'll hopefully clean those things up. And then just little things like going to get rebounds. A guy like Eric Mosley last year, Derek Geddes, they would go get us some extra possessions, and we didn't have that really in this last game. And so we were a little flat-footed that way, but we've got some guys that can do it. We just got to find out who they are.
Last year you had the tough loss to St. Edwards, kind of comparable here with another tough loss, but it also galvanized you guys. You guys really came together and kind of have resolve. Do you think the same kind of situation can play out here?
Yeah, I hope so. I think that's a good point. You can always learn from a big win or a big loss, or you don't want it just to be a loss where you end up learning from. And we talked to our guys about that as well. But sometimes that does fuel kind of the competitive juices. And I think our guys, there's guys that are hungry to get down to Permian and play, but Permian's very good, and you got to travel. This will be our first road game, first true road game. We had a scrimmage, but it's tough when you go into a different gym, and we've got some guys that are playing that haven't played before. This will be their first time in Odessa, so it'll be tough to get down there. And I know Odessa's got a very good team. I think they're 6-3 right now.
You just expound on that. Jordan Horn averages like 21, almost 22 points a game. What do they bring?
Yeah, Jordan is a really good player. He's got the green light, and he's a very confident player. And he's someone that, I was just watching film this morning, and he can go off at any time. All of a sudden it was a 2-3 point game, and he knocks down back-to-back threes to stretch it to 9. And so we've always got to know where he's at. They've got a really good post inside. I don't know his name, because I'm just watching film right now and trying to figure out what they like to do. But he's a very good post. He's about 6'8" probably, and can play inside. And then they've got a lot of athletes out on the perimeter. Adam Rivera is still there, big body that I know will give us some trouble. Local player from Amarillo High. So again, we'll have our hands full Thursday, and then we get them back on our court, and hopefully maybe can try to start a streak again.